Chapter 1673. The Maple Forest Secret Realm Can Farm Merit Points. Walking out of the quiet room, Lin Moyu saw Luo Feiyu waiting outside. Lin. He seemed somewhat excited, with a mysterious gleam in his eyes.
Junior brother Lin, you received the message, right? The Maple Forest Secret Realm is about to open.
Luo Feiyu spoke first. Lin Moyu found it a bit strange.
I received it. It's just a secret realm. Why is senior brother Luo so excited?
Luo Feiyu said.
Junior brother Lin, you may not know, but the Maple Forest Secret Realm is different from other secret realms. Come, let's talk over some drinks.
In the courtyard, a small table was already set with wine and dishes. It was still the usual simple dishes, including the familiar peanuts. At the wine table, Luo Feiyu, full of excitement, explained to Lin Moyu. The Maple Forest Secret Realm is a great opportunity for us to earn Divine City Merit Points. The task inside is to collect 10 blood-red maple leaves, and the reward is 100 Divine City Merit Points. The task can only be completed once, but the key is in the additional rewards. After completing the task, for every additional blood-red maple leaf collected, you get 1 Divine City Merit Point. There is no upper limit to this. If you can collect 10 extra leaves, it's equivalent to completing a regular Secret Realm task.
Junior brother Lin, think about it. This is a huge fortune.
At this point, Luo Feiyu suddenly paused. He realized he had misspoken. In front of him was not just anyone, but the terrifying existence who had cleared 3 secret realms in a row. Luo Feiyu's voice instantly softened, becoming cautious.
Junior brother Lin, can you tell me how many rewards you get for clearing a secret realm?
Lin Moyu did not hide it.
Around 1,000 points. It varies with different secret realms, but the fluctuation is not large.
Luo Feiyu's eyes widened, swallowing hard.
That much?
Lin Moyu nodded, munching on a peanut.
Yes, quite a lot.
Luo Feiyu calculated and replied with difficulty.
Then you must have over 3,000 Divine City Merit Points now?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
Over 5,000. I also received some other rewards.
Luo Feiyu was speechless.
My goodness, I've done so many tasks and worked hard for so many years, and I only have over 7,000 Divine City Merit Points. Junior brother Lin, you've only been here for a short time, and you already have over 5,000 merit points. It's really infuriating to compare.
He said this while downing several cups of wine, his face turning red. Lin Moyu asked,
Tell me more about how to earn merit points in the Maple Forest Secret Realm.
From what Luo Feiyu said, it seemed the Maple Forest Secret Realm could farm merit points, and in large quantities. But according to the Secret Realm's task, collecting blood-red maple leaves shouldn't be easy. Even if you could get some extra, it shouldn't be enough to farm merit points. Luo Feiyu explained.
It's like this. Generally, when we enter the Maple Forest Secret Realm, as long as we're not too unlucky, completing the task is not a problem, and we can always get a few extra blood-red maple leaves.
Normally, we can get about 14 to 15 blood-red maple leaves.
That means each time we can earn 14 to 15 Divine City Merit Points. After deducting the 5 points for the Escape Talisman, we can still net about 10 points. But it's not always that lucky. Sometimes we have to escape as soon as we enter.
The Maple Forest Secret Realm opens for 30 days each time. In those 30 days, I can enter and exit at least 50 times.
On average, I can earn about 7 merit points each time, totaling around 300 to 400 merit points.
Lin Moyu understood. The Maple Forest Secret Realm could be entered repeatedly. Earning 300 to 400 merit points was indeed quite a lot. Luo Feiyu was a minor god sovereign, relatively powerful. If it were just a god king, they would earn less. But earning over 200 merit points was still possible. For many cultivators, this was a feast for farming merit points. Only those in the Divine City knew how hard it was to earn merit points. Luo Feiyu put down his wine jar.
Junior brother Lin, are you planning to farm some merit points this time, or are you considering clearing it?
Lin Moyu leisurely sipped his wine.
I haven't thought about it yet. I'll decide when the time comes.
Luo Feiyu reminded.
Actually, only a small part of the Maple Forest secret realm has been explored. Although junior brother Lin is powerful, you still need to be cautious. Since the secret realm can be entered repeatedly, junior brother Lin should prepare more escape talismans, just in case.
Lin Moyu nodded.
Indeed, I need to prepare more.
He had already planned to do so, not for farming merit points. Knowing that the Maple Forest secret realm could be entered repeatedly, he realized he needed more escape talismans. The goal was to find the blood red change. According to the strategy provided by the Secret Realm Strategy Group, the second stage would likely open when the sky turns blood red. Unless he could find other clues in the secret realm, this was the only lead. As for farming blood red maple leaves, Lin Moyu didn't think he needed to rely on that to earn merit points. Farming for so long wouldn't be as profitable as clearing a regular secret realm. Of course, if the blood red maple leaves were easy to get, he wouldn't refuse them. Luo Feiyu had experienced the Maple Forest secret realm 5 times over the past few hundred years. The first time he entered, he was at the 7th stage of the God King realm, and now he was a minor god sovereign. Luo Feiyu couldn't help but sigh at how quickly time passed. Unfortunately, during these 5 openings, he was focused on earning merit points and never thought about exploring. At the slightest danger, he would use the escape talisman immediately, prioritizing his life. According to Luo Feiyu, 99.9% of cultivators were like him, just farming. Lin Moyu understood. They knew that even clearing a regular secret realm was difficult, let alone a special secret realm. After reviewing all the information, Lin Moyu judged that the danger level of the Maple Forest secret realm was at least 10 times that of a regular secret realm. If he entered the second stage, the escape talisman would become ineffective, and he would face unprecedented dangers with no reference materials. But if he cleared it, the rewards would be astonishing, possibly elevating him to the intermediate level and granting access to the intermediate area. After a hearty meal and drinks, the two, reeking of alcohol, headed to the Maple Forest secret realm. After the Human Emperor Network released the task, the teleportation array to the Maple Forest secret realm was activated. Once the task was accepted, they could go there. Lin Moyu had seen the location of the Maple Forest secret realm in the Secret Realm Strategy Group's information. It didn't belong to any star system, but there was a teleportation array that could take them nearby. The human race had built a massive military fortress specifically for the Maple Forest secret realm, with troops stationed inside. The teleportation array was usually closed and only opened when the secret realm was about to open. After crossing over 10,000 light years, the noise of people reached their ears. Countless people appeared in their sight. The teleportation array was located on an enormous starry sky plaza.
It's really lively.
Scanning the area, there were at least 100,000 people. Countless people stood on the plaza or in the starry sky. The weakest were at the 5th stage of the God King realm, each exuding an astonishing aura. It's no exaggeration to say that if these auras combined, they could easily crush an ordinary planet. If they descended to a small world, it would collapse. 1674, 1674. Chapter 1674. 500 million God Kings. A powerful race.
Don't linger in the teleportation array. Don't linger in the teleportation array.
The Human Emperor Network's reminders kept ringing out, and the two of them immediately left the teleportation array, making way for those coming after them. Now, there were still 9 days until the Maple Forest secret realm opened, and there were still many people who hadn't arrived yet. No one knows the exact population of the human race, except for the Human Emperor Network itself. There were those who tried to estimate it in the past, but they ended up confusing themselves. Every minute and second, new members of the human race are born, while the elderly pass away. This number fluctuates violently, making it difficult to calculate accurately. Today, Lin Moyu witnessed a part of it. Just the number of cultivators at the God King 5th stage and above was incalculable. This is a powerful race. On the plaza, the teleportation arrays kept operating continuously. In the blink of an eye, thousands more people were teleported over, and the number kept increasing. Luo Feiyu led Lin Moyu to fly into the starry sky, finding a less crowded spot to stop, pointing in one direction and saying,
"Over there, about 10,000 kilometers away, is where the Maple Forest secret realm is located."
Lin Moyu looked over, and that part of the starry sky was quiet, as if there was nothing there. Luo Feiyu continued,
2 days before the Maple Forest secret realm officially opens, the secret realm will gradually appear, and it will be a magnificent sight to behold. Believe me, the scene is truly spectacular. I've already seen it 5 times, but I still want to see it again. There are actually quite a few people who come just for the grand and magnificent spectacle.
Luo Feiyu kept talking nonstop, introducing Lin Moyu to some of the things he knew. For now, only the God Kings have arrived, and only those from the primary area. In 2 more days, the God Kings from the intermediate and advanced areas will also gradually arrive. After that, the God Sovereigns will come as well. Among them will not only be first-stage God Sovereigns, but also those of higher realms. First-stage God Sovereigns can enter the Maple Forest secret realm, whether they want to clear it or, like most people, farm Divine City merit points. The higher realm God Sovereigns also want to come and witness this grand spectacle. Lin Moyu became increasingly curious about what kind of grand spectacle it was that could attract even God Sovereigns to come and watch. Moreover, with so many people, the secret realm entrance would definitely be completely packed when the time came. As they were talking, at least another 10,000 God Kings arrived in just that short period of time. Each of them was rubbing their fists and palms, their eyes shining with excitement, eager to give it a try. What excited them was not the secret realm itself, but the Divine City merit points they could earn by going through it. Lin Moyu watched this scene, thinking to himself,
"What's in those blood-red maple leaves?" The Human Emperor Network is doing this, which is equivalent to infinitely recycling the blood-red maple leaves. It means the blood-red maple leaves must be useful, and their use is not small. This grand event of farming Divine City merit points benefits not only the cultivators but also the Human Emperor Network.
Luo Feiyu interrupted Lin Moyu's thoughts.
"I have a few friends who have come over. Junior brother Lin, would you like to go and meet them?"
He knew that Lin Moyu didn't like crowds, so he asked for Lin Moyu's opinion first. As he expected, Lin Moyu didn't show much interest. Luo Feiyu could only go and catch up with his friends by himself, while Lin Moyu waited alone. His gaze fell on the location of the secret realm, which looked like an empty void, with nothing there. But when he got closer, he immediately received a warning from the Human Emperor Network, not allowing him to approach. It looked like there were no restrictions in the starry sky, but the Human Emperor Network had already set up invisible shackles. Just a moment ago, Lin Moyu had felt several wills locking onto him. In the pitch-black void, there were powerful beings hidden, at least high-level God Sovereigns and more than one. With them present, there was no need for any defense here. Lin Moyu even suspected that experts from the Beyond Realm might also come. After all, the opening of a special secret realm was no small matter, worthy of the Talisman Sovereign himself passing on the message. The Talisman Sovereign's words were very clear. He hoped that Lin Moyu could clear the Maple Forest secret realm. However, he didn't force it, leaving the decision entirely up to Lin Moyu. From the side, it also implied that in the eyes of those great experts, Lin Moyu's life might be more important than clearing the secret realm. Returning to the waiting area, Lin Moyu moved away from the crowd and sat down cross-legged. He continued to check the information on the Maple Forest secret realm in the Secret Realm Strategy Group, as well as the information from the Human Emperor Network. The Human Emperor Network didn't have much information on the Maple Forest secret realm, and basically none of it was useful. Most of it was just about how to efficiently farm Divine City merit points. Some of the information even required merit points to purchase, but the content was essentially the same, or teaching people how to farm Divine City merit points and how to maximize their benefits. Compared to the mixed information from the Human Emperor Network, the information from the Secret Realm Strategy Group was much more reliable. This time, Lin Moyu read it very carefully. The information contained details about the various poisonous insects and beasts in the Maple Forest secret realm. Which insects were the most dangerous and which were relatively safe. What details to pay attention to in the secret realm and so on were all described. These were the experiences of predecessors, which Lin Moyu recorded and compared comprehensively. At the same time, he also checked some of the information on the other two special secret realms. The other two special secret realms were the Volcano Secret Realm and the Megalith Secret Realm. Although the three special secret realms didn't have much connection, Lin Moyu was well aware that they came from the same ancient talisman, so there should be some relation between them. Gradually, Lin Moyu frowned.
This ancient talisman, why does it all seem to be related to plants and animals? Poison bees, golden light, black rain, maple forest, and some other secret realms, the things that evolved inside all have a certain similarity. It's as if...
His eyes flickered with light, and his tone became more certain.
It's as if it's a complete world.
Lin Moyu was now more than 70% confident that this massive ancient talisman had evolved into a world within it. No matter how it had shattered, and how each fragment of the ancient talisman had evolved into an independent secret realm, there were still traces to follow. Lin Moyu connected all this information, ultimately arriving at this answer. The ancient talisman had evolved into a complete world, and after it shattered, each fragment of the ancient talisman actually evolved into a part of that world. They all inherited the will of the ancient talisman. Although knowing this didn't help much with the secret realm strategies, it would have a profound impact on Lin Moyu's study of the ancient talisman and even his future mastery of it. Lin Moyu seemed to vaguely understand something, but also felt like he didn't understand anything at all. As the time for the secret realm to open drew nearer, more and more people arrived at this place. 5 days before the secret realm opened, the first God Sovereigns finally arrived. The God Sovereigns also came through the teleportation array, as this part of the starry sky had been sealed off by the Human Emperor network, leaving no other way in except through the teleportation array. By now, the number of God Kings had exceeded 500 million. 500 million God Kings stood in the starry sky, their auras rolling, causing visible distortions in space itself. Lin Moyu had already moved away from his original position, retreating thousands of miles further away. There were too many people, and he could only find peace by moving far away. 1675 1675. Chapter 1675. Affirmation from Lin Moyu. The first 5 days were the stage for the God Kings. Lin. One by one, the God Kings, with extraordinary bearing, stood in the starry sky. Some God Kings had an imposing aura, very flamboyant. Especially some geniuses who had already reached the minor God Sovereign level, they were like stars in the crowd, easily noticeable. Each of these individuals was a dragon among men, making it hard for others to look directly at them. They carried an air of arrogance, surrounded by many followers. It is natural for many people to cling to the strong, and there is nothing wrong with that. These people did not hide their identities. Most of them came from the intermediate and advanced areas. Compared to them, the minor God Sovereigns from the primary area were much inferior. After catching up with old friends, Luo Feiyu returned to Lin Moyu's side and watched the scene with him. He couldn't help but sigh.
Every time a special secret realm opens, I can feel the strength of our human race. There are countless races in the great world, and many strong ones, but few can mobilize millions of God Kings like the human race.
Luo Feiyu was telling the truth. Although the human race was just one of the strong races in terms of overall strength, few races could compare to the human race. Even in ancient times, it took a coalition of 200 races to attempt to destroy the human race. Even in such a situation, the human race did not fall in one blow but held on for hundreds of years. The foundation of the human race is something other races cannot imagine. 5 million God Kings, from which many God Sovereigns can emerge. Moreover, the 5 million God Kings are not all there are. There are also God Kings in the 4 major star domains, and many who have not come. 5 million God Kings are just a small part. Luo Feiyu pointed to a person in the distance.
His name is Wang Dang, a minor god sovereign from the advanced area. 30 years ago, he fought a god sovereign from the demon race and won. Although he didn't kill the opponent, he severely injured him.
Lin Moyu followed Luo Feiyu's direction and saw Wang Dang. Wang Dang was dressed in a plain white robe, without any decoration, but it matched his temperament, noble and aloof. Seemingly sensing Lin Moyu's gaze, Wang Dang turned to look. Their eyes met, and Lin Moyu nodded slightly, as a greeting. Wang Dang's expression changed slightly. Lin Moyu's gaze felt like affirmation, or even encouragement. Felt like an elder looking at a junior. But Lin Moyu was only at the 6th stage of the God King realm. A little guy at the 6th stage of the God King realm dared to look at him like that, making Wang Dang slightly displeased.
What kind of look is that? It's so annoying.
At this moment, Lin Moyu had already looked away, following Luo Feiyu's direction to look elsewhere. Luo Feiyu pointed to a woman not far away.
Her name is Mu Xiang, known as Princess Xiang, from a major sect in the advanced area. Princess Xiang, like Wang Dang, is a top genius, capable of competing with god sovereigns.
Princess Xiang stood alone, like a proud peony, standing out from the world. She exuded a sharp sword aura. This peony had thorns. Princess Xiang sensed Lin Moyu's gaze and also turned to look. Lin Moyu's eyes were moist, and he nodded slightly in greeting. Princess Xiang frowned slightly, feeling the same as Wang Dang. It was a feeling of being affirmed by an elder, which made her somewhat displeased.
This guy's gaze is really annoying.
However, she couldn't directly get angry, so she just remembered Lin Moyu firmly. Luo Feiyu introduced a few more people to Lin Moyu, all minor god sovereigns and top geniuses. These people were all stronger than Dongfang Zhe, whom they had seen during the 4-star domain competition. But compared to Xiao Sheng, after comparing, Lin Moyu still felt that Xiao Sheng was better. Xiao Sheng could reverse slay a god sovereign while being a minor god sovereign. His level of genius was top-notch among the human race. Otherwise, he wouldn't have earned the title of Star of the Human Race. Xiao Sheng's fame was not only known in the 4 major star domains but also in the Divine City. After all, Xiao Sheng was originally from the Divine City. 5 days later, the god sovereigns began to appear. The powerful pressure from the god sovereigns made many god kings feel oppressed. God kings and god sovereigns are fundamentally different levels with a huge gap. Fortunately, after the god sovereigns arrived, they immediately moved away. People are divided into groups, and god sovereigns generally do not interact much with god kings. Even top geniuses like Wang Dang or Princess Xiang were not worth associating with for the god sovereigns. Lin Moyu noticed that although most of the arriving god sovereigns were at the 1st stage, many of them had auras stronger than the 1st stage. Among the god sovereigns, there were also ordinary and genius distinctions. A genius minor god sovereign like Wang Dang could only compare to an ordinary 1st stage god sovereign. There was still a gap with those who were geniuses even among the god sovereigns. After all, they were also geniuses when they were minor god sovereigns. One by one, the god sovereigns arrived, and the number of god kings continued to increase. According to Luo Feiyu, the last time the Maple Forest Secret Realm opened, nearly 7 million god kings came, and over 100,000 god sovereigns. This time, it would likely be even more. The arrival of the god sovereigns stole the spotlight from the minor god sovereigns, attracting a lot of attention. Only a few people remained unaffected. 3 days before the secret realm opened, a burly man appeared in the teleportation array, and a powerful aura burst out from it. Although he was a 1st stage god sovereign, his aura was so strong that it instantly overshadowed all the previous god sovereigns. Even those at the 2nd or 3rd stage of the god sovereign realm couldn't match his aura. Almost everyone present, millions of eyes, focused on the newcomer.
It's Xiao Xing. Heavens, Xiao Xing is back. The star of the human race, Xiao Xing, has returned after more than 100 years. What a terrifying aura, so strong.
Xiao Sheng's appearance told everyone that even among god sovereigns, there were vast differences. Xiao Sheng stood in the teleportation array, his gaze sweeping across the crowd. His gaze was like a sharp blade, making those he looked at feel pain all over. Xiao Sheng was as high profile as ever, seemingly unaware of what it meant to keep a low profile. He was telling everyone that he could suppress them with one hand. Luo Feiyu swallowed.
This is Shaoxing, a terrifying person. Being able to reverse slay a god sovereign as a minor god sovereign, there are few like him in the human race.
He suddenly thought of Lin Moyu, who seemed even more powerful than Xiao Sheng. Lin Moyu also looked at Xiao Sheng, smiling lightly.
Senior brother Xiao is still the same.
In the strange land, Xiao Sheng had been somewhat desolate, filled with melancholy. At that time, Lin Moyu felt that Xiao Sheng was proud and domineering, but his pride and dominance were buried deep inside, like a broken battle blade, hidden in its sheath. Now the battle blade was restored, sharp and domineering, and Xiao Sheng had returned. Xiao Sheng's gaze swept across the crowd, and no one dared to meet his eyes. Even Wang Dang and Princess Xiang had to avoid his sharp gaze. Suddenly, Xiao Sheng's gaze locked onto Lin Moyu, and he grinned, rushing over. Wang Dang sneered inwardly.
It must be that guy's gaze that annoyed Shaoxing. He's probably going to get taught a lesson by Shaoxing.
Princess Xiang also whispered.
Serves him right. His gaze is indeed annoying.
Not only them, but almost everyone who had been affirmed by Lin Moyu's gaze had similar thoughts. In their eyes, Xiao Sheng rushed to Lin Moyu and laughed heartily.
Brother Lin, I knew you would be here.
1676 1676. Chapter 1676. What a day, gained two older brothers. From the moment Xiao Sheng appeared, he became the focus of everyone's attention. Lin, as the star of the human race who returned as a god sovereign, how could he not attract attention? His appearance overshadowed all other god sovereigns, let alone the minor god sovereigns. All pride was insignificant in front of Xiao Sheng. A god king at the 9th stage who could battle a god sovereign, a minor god sovereign who could slay a god sovereign, was not just talk. Many people wanted to surpass him, to replace him as the second star of the human race. There were so many talents in the human race, but no one could achieve this. Only the recently famous Lin Moyu, known as the second war god, had the qualifications to be compared with Xiao Sheng. At this moment, Xiao Sheng's greeting to Lin Moyu once again drew everyone's attention to Lin Moyu. Wang Dang, Mu Xiang, and others who thought they would see Lin Moyu get humiliated felt like they had been slapped in the face instead. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
Congratulations, senior brother Xiao, on becoming a god sovereign and returning as a king.
Xiao Sheng waved his hand dismissively.
King my foot, with you here, I can at most be number 2.
Lin Moyu smiled, neither confirming nor denying it. Xiao Sheng's words caused an uproar. Xiao Sheng actually said he was not as good as Lin Moyu.
Who is this guy? Shaoxing actually admits he's not as good as him. I know Shaoxing's character. He doesn't submit to anyone. How could he submit to a god king? Who is this person? A god king at the 6th stage with the surname Lin. Could it be Lin Moyu?
No one present was a fool. They immediately guessed Lin Moyu's identity. Currently, in the Divine City, Lin Moyu was the most prominent figure with the greatest fame, having cleared 3 secret realms consecutively. Clearing secret realms requires not only top-notch wisdom and extreme meticulousness but also absolute combat power. A top genius like Lin Moyu definitely had the ability to fight across levels. If he was indeed Lin Moyu, a 6th-stage God King, his real combat power might reach the 9th stage of the God King, or even the minor God Sovereign level. But if someone said Lin Moyu now had combat power comparable to a God Sovereign, almost no one would believe it. Someone seemed to understand and said to themselves,
Shaoxing must mean that in terms of clearing secret realms, he is not as good as Lin Moyu. That must be it. Lin Moyu is indeed a top genius in clearing secret realms. In the history of the human race, no one has ever cleared 3 secret realms consecutively. You have to admit it.
Everyone's imagination is limited, and they always start from their own understanding. Things beyond their understanding are often not believed. Their voices didn't matter. Lin Moyu didn't care at all. Xiao Sheng waved his hand, and countless heads appeared in the starry sky, a bloody smell instantly spreading. The heads were dead, but the pressure remained. The powerful pressure made people involuntarily retreat.
These are the heads of God's sovereigns. There are heads of God's sovereigns from various races. Xiao Xing actually killed so many God's sovereigns. This guy is terrifying. Xiao Xing's combat power has reached such a level, killing God's sovereigns like slaughtering dogs. He killed so many God's sovereigns and brought their heads back. What's he planning to do?
Amid countless discussions, Xiao Sheng said,
Brother Lin, this is what I promise you, 100 heads of God's sovereigns. Among them, 92 are first-stage God sovereigns, and 8 are second-stage God sovereigns. I originally wanted to find a third-stage God sovereign, but that guy ran too fast, and I couldn't catch up.
Xiao Sheng said casually as if it was no big deal. Lin Moyu smiled.
Senior brother Xiao, you are thoughtful.
Xiao Sheng waved his hand.
You saved my life. Without you, I would have died long ago. This is nothing. In the future, if you need anything, just say the word, and I, Xiao Xing, will do it without hesitation.
Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
All right, I won't be polite with you, senior brother Xiao.
With that, he unceremoniously waved his hand, collecting all the God's sovereign heads. To others, the heads of God's sovereigns were not very useful except for refining. But to him, each God sovereign head was equivalent to a full force strike from a God sovereign, even stronger than a full force strike when they were alive. Although these 100 God sovereign heads came a bit late for Lin Moyu and were not as useful as before, they were still better than nothing. Lin Moyu liked Xiao Sheng's straightforward and reliable character. Xiao Sheng's words caused another uproar, and before they could recover from the previous shock, they were stunned again.
Lin Moyu actually saved Xiao Xing. Xiao Xing almost died. No wonder he hasn't appeared in recent years. So Lin Moyu saved Xiao Xing's life. No wonder Xiao Xing is so polite to Lin Moyu.
At this moment, the teleportation array lit up again, and a sword aura shot into the sky. The sword aura condensed into a cyan long sword in the starry sky. The long sword was ancient and exuded a terrifying sword intent. Everyone who saw the long sword felt as if they had been stabbed, feeling pain from their soul to their skin.
Qin Jian Wangu, it's the Qin Jian God Sovereign. The Qin Jian God Sovereign also came. I didn't expect the Maple Forest secret realm to attract him. It's said that the Qin Jian God Sovereign practices an ancient inheritance with great power. When he was at the 9th stage of the God King realm, he dared to fight God Sovereigns, not inferior to Xiao Xing. The Qin Jian God Sovereign once chased a God Sovereign of the Golden Eagle clan when he was a minor God Sovereign. If the Golden Eagle God Sovereign hadn't escaped quickly, he would have been killed.
The Qingjian Taoist was older than Xiao Sheng, and although he didn't have the title of Star of the Human Race, his fame and strength were not inferior to Xiao Sheng. However, the Qingjian Taoist had always been active on the battlefield, focusing on swordsmanship, straightforward and direct, not suitable for clearing secret realms. Unexpectedly, he also came this time. A figure slowly appeared above the Qingjian. The Qingjian Taoist, dressed in a cyan robe, looked like an immortal, with unparalleled elegance. He and Xiao Sheng were two extremes, one wild and rough, the other elegant and extraordinary. The Qingjian Taoist held a wine gourd, pouring himself a drink, and said loudly,
Eternal night, the Qingjian sings. Brother Lin, long time no see.
With that, he turned into a cyan light and instantly appeared in front of Lin Moyu.
Brother Lin, I knew you would come, and you did.
Lin Moyu smiled and cupped his hands.
Greetings, Qingjian God Sovereign.
The Qingjian Taoist snorted.
What God Sovereign? Without you, I wouldn't be here today. If you consider me a brother, call me brother. If not, don't bother with me in the future.
Lin Moyu was helpless. The Qingjian Taoist's temper hadn't changed at all. With the words said to this extent, what else could he say?
All right, I greet you, brother Qingjian.
The Qingjian Taoist drank his wine.
That's more like it.
Xiaosheng said.
Brother Lin, you can't favor one over the other.
Lin Moyu was helpless and had to acknowledge another brother. He didn't know what kind of day it was, but he suddenly gained two older brothers. The Qingjian Taoist and Lin Moyu chatted, while the others were completely stunned.
What does he mean by without you? I wouldn't be here today. What did Lin Moyu do? From the words, it seems Lin Moyu did a great favor for the Qingjian God Sovereign, a significant one. At least a favor for achieving the Tao. Without Lin Moyu, the Qingjian God Sovereign wouldn't have reached his current achievements. What is Lin Moyu's background? I'm really curious.
Not only the God Kings but also the God Sovereigns were curious. Unfortunately, the Human Emperor Network had completely blocked Lin Moyu's information, and no one could see it. This curiosity could only be kept in their hearts. 1677, 1677. Chapter 1677. The most beautiful fireworks in the starry sky. Lin Moyu, Xiaosheng, and the Qingjian Taoist talked casually as if no one else was around. They even set up a wine table in the starry sky. Luo Feiyu didn't have a chance to interject, but he brought out wine and dishes. Soon, everyone became familiar, and Luo Feiyu could join the conversation. The crowd finally recovered from the repeated shocks. Those who had previously been affirmed by Lin Moyu's gaze suddenly felt that Lin Moyu's affirmation seemed like an honor. After all, even people like Xiaosheng and the Qingjian Taoist were eager to call Lin Moyu a brother. Being called
brother
by Lin Moyu seemed like they had gained a great advantage. This also showed how high Lin Moyu's vision was. Being affirmed by Lin Moyu was actually an honor. More than one person had this thought, which was quite strange but arose naturally. As the day for the secret realm to open drew nearer, fewer and fewer people were being teleported in. Xiaosheng said,
Those who should come have come. The secret realm will open in just a few days.
The Qingjian Taoist's gaze swept towards the location of the secret realm.
It's almost time. Those guys have already started setting up formations.
In the void surrounding the secret realm, warships appeared one by one. Each one was a warship of the God-sovereign realm, not too many or too few, exactly 1,000. The 1,000 warships formed a special formation, connecting with each other. The immense energy formed a large net, enveloping a part of the void. At the center of the large net was the location of the secret realm. Lin Moyu said,
Why do they need to set up a formation?
Lin Moyu saw the purpose of the large formation. It was basically a suppression formation to prevent things from coming out. Xiaosheng explained,
Every time a special secret realm appears, it's like a black hole exploding, spewing out terrifying power. This power is enough to kill ordinary God sovereigns and turn billions of miles of void into a wasteland. Moreover, this impact force will continue to spread outward, disrupting the laws and stirring up a large area, affecting cultivation. So every time, they have to set up a formation to block that impact force.
The Qingjian Taoist continued after Xiaosheng.
It's impossible to block it all. At most it can just reduce the impact to the minimum.
Xiaosheng said,
Indeed, the power of ancient talismans is truly terrifying. No wonder those great figures are so eager to study ancient talismans.
Xiaosheng's status and position were different, so he knew more information. Many God sovereigns knew that above the God sovereign realm, there were truly great figures. But they didn't know that those great figures were called the Beyond Realm, and they couldn't possibly know what those great figures were pursuing. Xiaosheng said this quietly, not letting it spread. The Qingjian Taoist naturally also understood, drinking his wine.
Ancient talismans are just one aspect. The events that occurred in ancient times are also of utmost importance.
Xiaosheng showed a strange expression.
I can understand studying ancient talismans, but the events of ancient times happened countless years ago. What's the point of studying them?
The Qingjian Taoist said,
The great ones must have their own thoughts. If you want to know, go ask them. How do you know I haven't asked before?
Xiaosheng poured himself a drink. looking like he had indeed asked before. The Qingjian Taoist looked at him with a smile.
So, what was the answer?
Xiao Sheng snorted.
No answer. The old guy I asked didn't know either.
The Qingjian Taoist laughed heartily.
Then what are you talking about?
Xiao Sheng looked displeased.
Can I just talk about it?
The Qingjian Taoist said.
There's still some time left. Why don't you share what you know, so we can broaden our horizons? All right, I'll share.
Xiao Sheng didn't refuse and immediately started talking at length. In fact, he didn't know much about the ancient secrets and couldn't compare to Lin Moyu. But the Qingjian Taoist felt his horizons were broadened by listening. Luo Feiyu remained silent, dutifully pouring wine for the three of them. On the surface, he appeared calm, but his heart was in turmoil.
Oh my, am I really allowed to hear this? Great figures above the God's sovereign realm, ancient secrets, ancient talismans. Heavens, what am I hearing? Will I be silenced?
If Lin Moyu knew his thoughts, he would only tell him that he was overthinking. These things were just superficial, and even if he knew them, it wouldn't matter. The true intentions of the human race's higher-ups could only be known after reaching the corresponding level. Just as those in the beyond realm couldn't see the severed divine path, they also wouldn't know that there were once holy venerables who stepped onto the divine path and went to an unknown destination. Boom! A sound like an explosion resounded in everyone's soul world. The calm starry sky suddenly twisted like ocean waves. Space was bent, and the entire starry sky shook. Under this shaking, many god kings who were here for the first time felt disoriented, and many showed panic on their faces. But those with experience remained very calm. Every time the secret realm opened, they had to experience this scene. Xiao Sheng said,
It's about to explode. A brilliant spectacle is about to begin. Let's call it the most beautiful fireworks in the starry sky.
The Qingjian Taoist laughed lightly.
The most beautiful fireworks, well said. Let's enjoy it together.
Lin Moyu turned his gaze towards the location of the secret realm. In the silent, dark starry sky, a point of light appeared. The point of light gradually became brighter, growing brighter and brighter. In just 1 minute, the brightness of the point of light had already surpassed that of a star, and it was still rapidly increasing. It was like an extremely compressed star with sharp and heavy light. After being compressed to the limit, the point of light suddenly exploded, and the starry sky became dark again. The calm before the storm lasted less than a second. Then, extremely bright light appeared from the depths of the starry sky. Boom! The intense sound shook the soul, and the entire starry sky shook violently. The space around the secret realm instantly collapsed. Space was like a piece of paper that had been blown open with a large hole. Countless rays of light burst out from within, shooting outward. These rays were no longer light but true blades, carrying chaotic power. Wherever they reached, the laws ceased to exist, and everything became chaotic. Lin Moyu could clearly sense the power within the rays of light.
It's the power of rules. It's the power of rules evolved from ancient talismans, changing the laws and causing everything to become chaotic.
Clearly, the vast majority of people didn't understand what the power of rules meant. They could only see the chaos on the surface but couldn't see the essence of the chaos. Even Xiao Shang and the Qingjian Taoist couldn't see it clearly. Among all those present, very few could see the essence. A large net appeared in the starry sky. The 1,000 god sovereign warships had already set up a vast net. The formation unfolded, blocking the rays of light shooting out, preventing them from affecting a larger area. The rays of light were like blades, constantly striking the formation. The 1,000 warships simultaneously exerted force, confronting the rays. The net formation woven by the formation twisted and deformed, enduring immense pressure. The rays of light collided with the formation, creating beautiful colors and an indescribable brilliance. Each collision was a violent explosion, like fireworks blooming in the starry sky. Each firework had a diameter of over 10,000 miles, with myriad colors and indescribable brilliance. Just as Xiao Shang had said, the most beautiful fireworks. The formation was very strong. Under the continuous impact of the rays of light, it didn't break but persisted stubbornly. However, it couldn't block all the rays of light, and some still leaked out, stirring up a large area into chaos. In this area, the laws became a jumbled mess, making it impossible to cultivate or comprehend the laws. Lin Moyu opened the eye of the soul and saw that the originally orderly lines of laws had become intertwined like a tangled knot. Fortunately, the formation blocked most of it, and the chaos didn't affect too large an area. At this moment, Xiao Shang spoke.
Even more beautiful things are coming.
1678 1678. Chapter 1678. The Peerless Lady Yu. As Xiao Shang's words fell, all the lights suddenly contracted and disappeared in an instant. Lin. Immediately afterward, an even more violent explosion occurred. A thunderous sound echoed in everyone's soul world, and many people cried out in pain. This explosion was incredibly muffled, as if it came from the deepest part of the starry sky. Space collapsed again, shattering like glass into fragments. At this moment, Lin Moyu seemed to see a complex ancient talisman. The ancient talisman flashed by, followed by the terrifying power of rules spreading outward. Lin Moyu could sense the power of the rules, but others could not. Most people didn't even see the ancient talisman flash by. In the eyes of others, they saw a light cluster composed of thousands of colors. The colors on the light cluster layered upon each other, and the light cluster instantly expanded, becoming several times larger than an ordinary star in the blink of an eye. The light cluster directly collided with the formation, causing the formation to twist astonishingly. Blocked by the formation, the light cluster could not continue to expand. But its power continued to accumulate, growing stronger and stronger, and its light became increasingly intense. Unable to expand outward, the power could only compress inward. In just a few seconds, it became a terrifying object accumulating immense energy. Lin Moyu felt that if it exploded, it could flatten several star systems. Its energy had accumulated to a terrifying level. Even if he faced such an explosion, he would likely die instantly with no chance of survival. If not for the formation blocking it, allowing the light cluster to explode freely, none of the cultivators here would survive. No matter how talented or powerful, in the face of absolute power, it was meaningless. The light cluster finally reached its limit and exploded completely. Another earth-shattering explosion occurred, and the starry sky within the formation was utterly destroyed. Energy turbulence roared out from beneath the surface of space. The energy turbulence presented a strange and beautiful color, intertwining with the light cluster in the explosion, becoming incredibly beautiful. This beauty reached the soul, mesmerizing everyone. Almost everyone present, whether God King or God Sovereign, showed a look of fascination, quietly admiring this splendid scene. Even Xiao Shang and the Qingjian Taoist were the same at this moment. The entire starry sky became incredibly silent, with nearly 10 million people not making a sound. Lin Moyu's behavior at this moment was different from everyone else. His gaze remained calm. While admiring the beautiful scene, he didn't forget to drink wine and eat some snacks. He saw through the essence of the beauty again. It was the power of rules directly affecting the soul. It influenced everyone's soul, making them feel that the scene was incredibly beautiful, even losing their reaction. Because of this, the scene of the secret realm opening became a rare spectacle in everyone's eyes. It was a scene seen by the soul, beautiful but not real. Only his soul, having reached the beyond realm, was unaffected. Lin Moyu looked at it from another perspective, knowing that all of this was related to the ancient talisman in the secret realm. This indicated that the ancient talisman also had the ability to confuse the soul, somewhat similar to the black water talisman. He also thought of the poison in the secret realm. As long as one left the secret realm, the poison would disappear, which was against common sense. Lin Moyu speculated that the poison was not real but an illusion, a soul-level illusion. Moreover, this illusion might be at the level of rules, making it impossible to distinguish between real and fake. Of course, this was just his speculation and needed further verification. The formation continued to deform in the explosion, becoming increasingly exaggerated. A lot of power had already leaked from the formation, making it increasingly weak and approaching its limit. Lin Moyu saw that many of the god-sovereign warships had problems. Cracks appeared on the surface of the warships, their aura weakening, and the formation weakening accordingly. The god-sovereign warships were overburdened and had reached their limit. Lin Moyu's heart tightened, realizing something was wrong. He instinctively wanted to leave, but now, nearly 10 million people here were all influenced by the power of the secret realm, still admiring the beautiful scene. Suddenly, Lin Moyu realized he was overreacting. If there were real danger, the Human Emperor Network would not sit idly by. These millions of strong individuals could be considered the future of the human race. How could they be allowed to die? If these people really died, it would be a severe blow to the human race. Lin Moyu resumed drinking his wine and picked up a peanut. He knew the human race must have a backup plan. Gaps appeared in the formation, like a balloon suddenly punctured, with air rapidly leaking out.
The formation is about to break.
Lin Moyu's heart tightened. Although he knew the human race had a backup plan, he was ready to leave at any moment, taking Xiaoshang, the Qingjian Taoist, and Luo Feiyu with him. Lin Moyu never liked to entrust his life to others. He only trusted himself. At this moment, a figure appeared in front of the formation. Lin Moyu's tense heart instantly relaxed. He knew everything would be fine.
So this is the backup plan.
Lin Moyu felt he was indeed overthinking, worrying unnecessarily. The Maple Forest secret realm had opened many times in history, and the human race had long had countermeasures, ensuring no accidents would occur. The person raised a hand and lightly pressed, instantly repairing the formation. At the same time, a vast power permeated, easily calming the chaos. The fireworks dissipated, and everything gradually returned to calm.
This is the power of the Beyond Realm, the power of rules. It's truly terrifying.
Although Lin Moyu didn't understand the power of rules, he could sense that the power of rules from the Beyond Realm forcibly changed the rules of the explosion. Changing the rules, eliminating the explosion from its root. Such a method was too advanced, achievable only by the Beyond Realm. People gradually regained their senses, and everyone saw the figure in front of the formation. She wore a light yellow palace dress, peerlessly elegant. Her entire being exuded an indescribable nobility, her aura like the most beautiful goddess in the starry sky, dazzling and radiant. A group of people suddenly knelt and bowed to the woman.
Greetings, ancestor.
These people were all from the Yu family, bowing to their ancestor. The Yu family ancestor, Lady Yu. At this moment, many god sovereigns also saluted Lady Yu.
Greetings, my lady.
The god kings were stunned. Who was this peerless woman? Even the god sovereigns addressed her as
my lady. I know, she is the Yu family ancestor. The Yu family from the advanced area, that superfamily's Yu family. Indeed, the Yu family ancestor is stronger than the god sovereigns. What level of existence is this? The Yu family ancestor is so beautiful, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, bar none.
Wang Feng and Mu Xiang also looked at Lady Yu with fascination. Wang Feng had never seen such a beautiful woman. Lady Yu's beauty was beyond words. Naturally, he felt admiration for Lady Yu. This was normal. Among the god sovereigns and god kings present, many had similar thoughts. Lady Yu was noble, beautiful, powerful, almost perfect. As a woman, Mu Xiang's gaze was more of admiration. She saw Lady Yu as her role model, aspiring to become someone like her. Lady Yu's gaze swept over the crowd and finally stopped at a certain spot. A gentle voice floated from her lips.
Little friend Lin, long time no see.
1679, 1679. Chapter 1679. Unbelievable. Lady Yu actually called him
little friend.
Lin Moyu cupped his hands and bowed to Lady Yu.
Junior greets Lady Yu.
Lin. Lady Yu chuckled softly.
Little friend Lin is still so polite. Once this matter is over, let's meet again another day.
After saying this, Lady Yu took light steps and gracefully left, her fragrance lingering in the air. At this moment, there was still more than a day before the secret realm would truly open. The area of the secret realm had not yet completely stabilized, and the energy inside was slowly recovering. Once the energy fully stabilizes, the secret realm will open. A few minutes after Lady Yu left, everyone finally came back to their senses. All eyes were once again focused on Lin Moyu. Lady Yu had just called Lin Moyu
Little friend.
This was practically addressing him as an equal. What kind of status did Lady Yu have to address Lin Moyu as an equal? Especially the members of the Yu family. Each one looked at Lin Moyu in disbelief. They couldn't understand why their ancestor would address a god king as an equal. No matter how talented this god king was, he was still just a god king. What kind of existence was Lady Yu? If others didn't know, the Yu family certainly did. She was an existence that surpassed the god-sovereign level. This matter was too fantastical for them to accept. Lin Moyu became even more mysterious in everyone's eyes. Previously, Xiao Shang and the Qingjian Taoist had called Lin Moyu their brother, which was within their understanding. That was mutual admiration between geniuses, and Lin Moyu would eventually become a god-sovereign. But Lady Yu calling him
Little friend.
Completely overturned their understanding. Especially those god-sovereigns who vaguely knew Lady Yu's level. Their shock was far greater than others. What kind of noble existence was Lady Yu? She wouldn't even greet a peak god-sovereign. Among the Yu family members who had just knelt before her, several were god-sovereigns. In Lady Yu's eyes, god-sovereigns were nothing, let alone a god-king, who might not even be considered a shrimp.
Who exactly is Lin Moyu, and why does Lady Yu address him as an equal? It can't be his cultivation level. Could it be because of Lin Moyu's talent? Is it because of his talent in clearing secret realms? If that's the case, it makes sense. As far as I know, the great figures are very concerned about clearing secret realms. Yes, I've heard that too. The great figures seem to be looking for something, and those things are hidden in the secret realms. It seems Lin Moyu caught the attention of the great figures because of his ability to clear secret realms.
The god-sovereigns finally found a reason that made sense to them. Unlike the god-kings, even though the god-sovereigns were shocked, they didn't show it. Years of experience had made the god-sovereigns more composed. Most god-sovereigns generally had families. Usually, they were the heads of their families, accustomed to making decisions, and naturally wouldn't show their emotions like young people. Xiao Sheng gave a thumbs up.
Brother Lin, I don't admire anyone else, but I admire you.
The Qingjian Taoist also raised his wine gourd.
I feel like I'm riding on your coattails.
Lin Moyu laughed.
I was just lucky.
Xiao Sheng didn't believe Lin Moyu's words.
Then tell me what kind of luck it was. Don't tell me you didn't know that was Lady Yu.
Lin Moyu recounted the private commission task from Lady Yu in detail. He mentioned the world that belonged only to the soul. Xiao Shang and the Qingjian Taoist were stunned. They were familiar with the Vermilion Bird battlefield but had never heard of such a place. Xiao Sheng asked,
Are there many such hidden areas?
Lin Moyu said he didn't know.
It was Senior Shu who took me there. I don't know if there are other hidden areas.
The Qingjian Taoist said,
Lady Yu must have seen Brother Lin's potential.
Xiao Sheng nodded in agreement.
Indeed, especially Brother Lin's potential in clearing secret realms. It's truly unmatched.
Lin Moyu smiled.
You two brothers, please stop flattering me. If you keep this up, I'll be too embarrassed to show my face.
The Qingjian Taoist waved his hand.
It's not flattery, it's a fact. If you want to hear flattery, just listen to those people outside.
Indeed, among the god-sovereigns and god-kings present, 3 out of every 5 sentences were about Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu felt a bit helpless. He couldn't control what people said. At this moment, Luo Feiyu cautiously asked,
Senior, what level is Lady Yu?
Xiao Sheng glanced at him.
You're from the Luo family of the Wine God, right?
Luo Feiyu nodded.
Yes, senior, do you know my grandfather?
Xiao Shang said in a low voice.
An elder in my family once knew the wine god. As for Lady Yu's identity, you can ask your grandfather when you go back. He knows, but whether he'll tell you is another matter.
Luo Feiyu didn't ask further. He was sensible enough to know that if it weren't for Lin Moyu, Xiao Shang wouldn't even talk to him. Xiao Shang's arrogance was well known. The Qingjian Taoist chuckled.
Curiosity is a good thing. Just remember that Lady Yu is an existence that surpasses the God's sovereign level, a true top powerhouse of our human race. That's all you need to know.
Luo Feiyu nodded vigorously, remembering the Qingjian Taoist's words. At this moment, Lin Moyu's gaze went past the Qingjian Taoist, looking behind him. The Qingjian Taoist also seemed to sense something. Mu Xiang, carrying a fragrant breeze, flew over. She stopped 10 meters away from them and slowly bowed to the Qingjian Taoist.
Disciple of the 3762nd generation of the Heavenly Sword sect, Mu Xiang, greets Uncle Qingjian.
The Qingjian Taoist was also from the Heavenly Sword sect, a fellow disciple of Mu Xiang but of an older generation. Mu Xiang first saluted him, then saluted Lin Moyu and the others. The entire process was very proper, without a single flaw. The Qingjian Taoist asked,
"What is it?"
Mu Xiang seemed to know the Qingjian Taoist's personality and didn't beat around the bush.
"I want to follow Uncle Qingjian and learn the way of the Qingjian."
Mu Xiang stood straight, carrying a long sword on her back. Unlike other cultivators who usually put their swords away and only took them out when needed, Mu Xiang always carried her sword on her back, without a scabbard. A sharp, long sword continuously emitted a fierce sword aura. This is a true sword cultivator. Although they also mastered laws, they relied more on their own swordsmanship. They had a law that outsiders didn't understand, the sword heart law. Even in some special areas, without external power, true sword cultivators could still display astonishing combat power. The Qingjian Taoist was such a person, and so was Mu Xiang. The Qingjian Taoist looked at Mu Xiang.
"You know I'm looking for a successor?" "Yes." "Do you know my requirements for a successor are very strict?" "I want to try."
The Qingjian Taoist looked Mu Xiang up and down. Mu Xiang was very beautiful, with a graceful figure, but her gentle face exuded the sharpness of a sword. The Qingjian Taoist looked at her for a few seconds.
"After the secret realm ends, come find me at the sect." "Yes, uncle."
Mu Xiang was overjoyed and bowed before leaving. Xiao Shang curiously asked,
"Brother Qingjian, I see this girl is about to become a god sovereign. Why does she want to be your successor?"
The Qingjian Taoist shook his head.
"Not my successor, but the successor of the Qingjian way. It's a bit complicated, involving some matters within our sect. Let's not talk about it."
1,681,680. Chapter 1680. The Desolate Soul World. The matter with Mu Xiang was just a minor episode, and the group didn't pay much attention to it, continuing to drink and chat. Lin. The area where the secret realm was located gradually stabilized. The shattered space had long been repaired, and a point of light was born from it. The point of light gradually grew larger, forming an entrance to the secret realm. The entrance to the Maple Forest secret realm was several times larger than that of an ordinary secret realm, indicating its uniqueness. However, the entrance to the secret realm was not large to begin with, so even if it was several times larger, it was still too small. After all, there were nearly 10 million people here, and it would definitely become crowded. But there was no need to worry about this. The human race had already thought of a solution. Once the entrance to the secret realm was fully formed, the 1,000 warships moved into action again. They circled around the secret realm, forming a formation once more. This formation connected one end to the secret realm and the other to the outside world, creating a horn-shaped passage. Golden pathways formed within the passage, leading directly to the secret realm. Each warship served as an entrance to the horn-shaped passage, and anyone wanting to enter the secret realm could choose any one of them. In this way, the originally small entrance to the secret realm was forcibly expanded by thousands of times. Xiao Sheng sighed.
It's time to earn merit points again. Let's see if we can break the record this time and earn a lot of divine city merit points.
The Qingjian Taoist also put away his wine gourd, his expression becoming a bit more serious.
Aren't you planning to try clearing the secret realm?
Xiao Sheng shook his head.
I know my own limits. I can try other secret realms, but special secret realms are out of the question. I have to be careful with my life.
He looked at Lin Moyu.
Brother Lin, you need to be careful.
He knew Lin Moyu wanted to clear the secret realm, and he naturally wouldn't stop him, but he could only remind Lin Moyu to be cautious. Lin Moyu smiled.
I also cherish my life. Haha, that's good. After the secret realm ends, let's have a good drink.
Xiao Sheng laughed heartily, and amidst his laughter, the Maple Forest secret realm officially opened. Countless streams of light rushed towards the Maple Forest secret realm at the first moment. The secret realm was only open for 30 days, so even those farming merit points had to make the most of every minute and second. Xiao Sheng waved his hand.
I'm off too. Merit points wait for no one.
The Qingjian Taoist chuckled.
Let's see who can farm more merit points. The loser buys the best wine. No problem.
The two of them rushed towards the secret realm amidst wild laughter. Lin Moyu looked at Luo Feiyu beside him.
Brother Luo, shall we go too?
Liao Feiyi nodded.
Brother Lin, be careful.
Lin Moyu smiled.
You too, Brother Luo.
With that, he turned into a stream of light and rushed towards the secret realm. His speed was astonishing, surpassing all the minor god sovereigns, only slightly slower than the god sovereigns. Streams of light rushed into the horn-shaped entrance of the secret realm, stepping onto the golden pathways and disappearing. Lin Moyu randomly chose an entrance. After all, the final destination was randomly matched, so it didn't matter which entrance he chose. Even if people entered through the same entrance at the same time, they wouldn't necessarily end up in the same part of the secret realm. The special secret realm was copied into countless real worlds, each capable of accommodating 100 people simultaneously. In Lin Moyu's view, the difference between ordinary secret realms and special secret realms was like the difference between single-player and multiplayer instances. Except for the inability to form teams, they were essentially the same. Stepping onto the golden pathway, his vision was enveloped in gold. His sight became blurry for a moment, and after 2 seconds it cleared up again. A completely different atmosphere from the great world greeted him, and compared to ordinary secret realms, the aura of this secret realm was even stronger. The laws had changed, and it seemed to have its own independent laws.
Just as I thought, the ancient talisman has evolved into an independent world. This world exists between reality and illusion. It can be treated as a real world or as an illusion, because its essence still depends on the great world. Both independent and dependent, truly fascinating.
Lin Moyu was in no hurry to act. He didn't need to farm merit points. He carefully sensed the aura of the secret realm, feeling the differences between the secret realm and the great world. Perhaps because it had been opened many times, the aura of the great world had already seeped into it. A large number of items belonging to the secret realm had been taken out, and those blood-red maple leaves contained fragments of the ancient talisman. Even though the first stage had not been fully cleared, through analysis, the power of the Human Emperor network could already penetrate it, and escape talismans could be used inside. This greatly increased the safety of cultivators in the secret realm. At least in the first stage, this was the case. However, according to various sources, the Human Emperor network had not fully penetrated this stage. In some special situations, escape talismans were ineffective. Every time the Maple Forest secret realm opened, people still died inside. Many people died while farming merit points. In this place, if you want to stay alive, you must not be greedy. After a moment, Lin Moyu began to survey this world. He was currently standing in the air, looking down at a vast grassland. In the distance, there were faintly visible mountains. The secret realm was vast, and with Lin Moyu's vision, he could see everything within 10,000 miles as if it were right in front of him. But when he looked into the distance, he could only vaguely see mountains. There were no maple forests in sight.
Not very lucky.
Lin Moyu smiled slightly. For those who needed to farm merit points, the starting point was terrible. Those farming merit points hoped to see a maple forest as soon as they entered, so they could find blood-red maple leaves. Even if they were less lucky, they could still find traces of the maple forest and locate it in a short time. But for him, there was only grassland below, and distant mountains with no sign of a maple forest. Just because there were mountains didn't mean there would be a maple forest. The maple forests in the secret realm were random, and no one knew where they would appear.
It seems I'm not suited for farming merit points.
Lin Moyu smiled, picked a direction at random, and flew off. The faintly visible mountains quickly became clear in his vision, growing larger and larger. The distance was farther than Lin Moyu had imagined. Even at his speed, it took him a full 10 seconds to cover 1.5 million kilometers. The mountain looked desolate, with piles of rocks and nothing else. Well, not exactly nothing. Lin Moyu saw a person. A cultivator, one of the 100 in the same secret realm as him. Meng Li, a 7th-stage god king, not considered strong among all the cultivators. Meng Li was lying on a large rock, unconscious. He held an escape talisman in his hand but had lost consciousness before he could use it.
Is he poisoned?
Lin Moyu landed beside him and found that Meng Li was not poisoned. But he was indeed unconscious, no doubt about that.
His life force is weakening.
Lin Moyu clearly felt that Meng Li's aura was rapidly weakening, his life force draining away. He wasn't poisoned, but his life force was continuously draining, which was very strange. Lin Moyu flicked his finger, and a white light, the power of life from the undying law, fell on Meng Li. It had no effect. His life force continued to drain at a constant rate. Lin Moyu recalled his previous speculation and split a trace of his soul consciousness, directly entering Meng Li's soul world. There was no resistance. Lin Moyu easily entered Meng Li's soul world. He was truly unconscious, with even his soul world unguarded, completely open. It was Lin Moyu's first time entering someone else's soul world, and he was a bit curious.
This world is so desolate.
Compared to his own, Meng Li's soul world was too desolate. There were only 3 stellar spells and several planetary spells. In Lin Moyu's eyes, such a soul world was no different from garbage. Then he saw Meng Li's soul, also lying on the ground, unconscious.
So that's how it is.
1681, 1681. ###, chapter 1681. I came first. Are you planning to snatch it? Meng Li's soul was shrouded in a thin layer of black mist. It was this black mist that caused Meng Li to fall unconscious. The black mist contained some rule power. Lin Moyu understood the essence of the black mist with just a glance. The black mist was not a poison mist, but rather something that would make the soul fall asleep and believe it was poisoned. When the soul thinks it is poisoned and that its life is continuously draining away, this illusion becomes a reality. The rule power within the black mist was very thin and weak, but it was still rule power. For cultivators, those with higher cultivation could hold on longer, while those with insufficient cultivation would succumb within seconds. Because the rule power of the black mist was very weak, it would be erased by the power of the greater world as soon as one left the Maple Forest secret realm. Its essence was the same as that of the Black Rain secret realm. The Maple Forest secret realm made you believe you were poisoned, while the Black Rain secret realm guided people into an illusion, causing them to sink into it voluntarily. One was active, the other passive. Neither could be said to be stronger or weaker. They had different uses. Comparatively, the illusion of the Black Rain secret realm was more concealed and lasted longer. Once the essence was understood, the solution was simple. There was no need for anything else. Just a stimulus to Meng Li's soul to wake him up would suffice. The rule power in the black mist was minimal and easily interrupted. Lin Moyu exited Meng Li's soul world and lightly tapped his finger. Stellar level spell. Soul Curse. Lin Moyu did not use the fusion spell Time Curse. Only the Soul Curse, and he controlled his power. He wanted to stimulate Meng Li's soul, not kill him. If he used too much force, Meng Li might die. A red light flashed, and the curse power reached the soul. Meng Li screamed and jumped up suddenly. He clutched his head in pain. The pain at the soul level was not something an ordinary person could endure. Amidst his screams, Meng Li saw Lin Moyu and shouted angrily,
What are you doing?
Lin Moyu ignored him.
You are poisoned. Use the escape talisman to leave.
Meng Li was stunned, only then remembering that he was indeed poisoned and had just been unconscious. For a moment, a drowsy feeling came over him, and he felt he was about to relapse. At this moment, he realized that Lin Moyu had saved him.
Thank you.
Meng Li did not hesitate and immediately activated the escape talisman, leaving the secret realm. If he had been 2 seconds later, he would have fallen unconscious again. Lin Moyu had only stimulated his soul to wake him up but had not dispelled the black mist. There were many ways to save someone, and naturally the simplest method was chosen. After Meng Li left, Lin Moyu looked towards the forest. There were signs of rolling in the forest, and a stone seemed to have been broken. From the break in the stone, Lin Moyu analyzed Meng Li's previous situation. Meng Li had flown in from afar, flying urgently, and then fell from mid-air, breaking the stone and falling unconscious. The poison that affected Meng Li naturally came from the poisonous creatures in the secret realm. But most of the poisonous creatures in the secret realm appeared in the maple forest. From this, it could be deduced that Meng Li must have fallen into the maple forest as soon as he entered the secret realm. Then, before he could react, he was attacked by the poisonous creatures in the maple forest and chased. If he hadn't encountered Lin Moyu, Meng Li would have died inside. This was the basic situation. Otherwise, the speed of his injury would have been too fast. At the same time, Lin Moyu had already analyzed Meng Li's flight trajectory. Following Meng Li's flight path, he would surely find the maple forest. Lin Moyu's speed was much faster than Meng Li's. In just 2 seconds, a maple forest appeared in his sight. The maple forest was quite large, with over 1,000 maple trees. The maple trees were much taller than ordinary maple trees. The most ordinary maple trees were over 50 meters tall, and the slightly taller ones were nearly 100 meters. If placed on an ordinary planet, they would definitely be towering trees. The tall maple trees had huge leaves. Each maple leaf had a diameter of over 0.5 meter. The maple trees were lush and verdant, swaying as if there was wind, even though there was none. From time to time, maple leaves would fall, accumulating a thick layer on the ground. However, most of these maple leaves were green with few red ones. Even if there were a few red maple leaves, they were useless. The task required blood-red maple leaves, as red as fresh blood. Blood-red maple leaves could grow on the trees or be found on the ground. According to statistics, the ratio of leaves on the trees to those on the ground was about 3 to 7. Lin Moyu stood in mid-air, scanning the maple forest. He quickly found a few blood-red maple leaves, 2 on the trees and 4 on the ground. The probability of blood-red maple leaves appearing had also been statistically analyzed. On average, 1 blood-red maple leaf appeared for every 100 maple trees. This meant that in this forest of over 1,000 maple trees, there was a high probability of completing the task. Lin Moyu did not care much about the task, but it wouldn't hurt to do it while he was at it. He was about to take the maple leaves when a flash of lightning approached rapidly. The newcomer was very fast, arriving in an instant with fire and lightning. The newcomer's name was Lei Wenbin, from the intermediate area, a minor god who had comprehended the law of thunder. The law of thunder was a type of lightning law but more powerful, ranking among the top of the second-tier laws. With his minor god cultivation, his combat power was extraordinary, stronger than the likes of Dongfang Zhe. Although the secret realm was large, with over 100 cultivators above the 5th rank of the God King, it would seem small at their speed, and it was normal to occasionally encounter others.
It's you!
Lei Wenbin naturally recognized Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu had made such a big splash earlier that it was impossible not to know him. Lei Wenbin said nothing, his gaze shifting between Lin Moyu and the maple forest. He quickly found the blood-red maple leaves, his eyes lighting up. According to unwritten rules, this maple forest was found by Lin Moyu first, so the priority belonged to him. But rules were just rules, and they were unwritten. Every year, there were people who did not follow them. Although they wouldn't directly fight, it was normal to snatch some blood-red maple leaves together. As long as they didn't directly attack people, there was no place to argue. In the end, it depended on who had the bigger fist. Lin Muyu's fist was not small, but how big it was, Lei Wenbin didn't know. He was now very conflicted about whether to snatch or not. Lin Moyu smiled.
I came first.
Lei Wenbin said,
I know.
Lin Moyu looked at him.
Are you planning to snatch?
Lei Wenbin did not speak, still conflicted about whether to act. If it were another 6th-rank God King, he would definitely snatch. But Lin Moyu was different. No one knew how strong Lin Moyu really was. Some said Lin Moyu was very strong, comparable to a god. Others said Lin Moyu was just good at clearing secret realms, and his combat power might not be that great. But Xiao Shang and Qin Jian, 2 genius gods, were his brothers. Lady Yu even called Lin Moyu a friend. If he offended these people for a few maple leaves, it wasn't worth it. Lei Wenbin finally decided not to snatch. He said to Lin Moyu,
Junior brother Lin, go ahead. I won't snatch.
Lin Moyu roughly understood Lei Wenbin's thoughts. He had too many concerns and didn't dare to snatch even if he wanted to. At the same time, he also wanted to see Lin Muyu's strength.
In that case, I won't be polite.
1682 1682. ###chapter 1682. What genius. It's all about puppets. Lin Moyu transformed into a stream of light and rushed into the maple forest. Lei Wenbin's pupils contracted.
So fast.
Mastering the law of thunder, he had always prided himself on his speed. He could transform into thunder, moving at an astonishing speed, almost unrivaled in the minor god realm. Even some cultivators who mastered speed-related laws were only slightly faster than him. However, their attack power was far inferior to his. Whether in speed or attack, the law of thunder ranked among the top. In battle, it allowed for both offense and retreat, making it very formidable. Lei Wenbin believed that only the minor gods of the Golden Eagle clan could surpass him in speed. But now, Lin Moyu's speed had far exceeded his expectations. While Lei Wenbin was shocked by Lin Moyu's speed, he also chuckled.
Rushing in like that will attract attacks.
Lin Moyu was evidently entering the maple forest for the first time and was unaware of some of its rules. The best way to enter the maple forest was quietly, so as not to alarm the poisonous creatures inside. Even if a few were disturbed, they might still be manageable. However, if the disturbance was too great, it would provoke a group attack, which would be dangerous. Lin Moyu made a common mistake by rushing in so blatantly. Before he could get the blood-red maple leaves, the poisonous creatures in the forest had already started to act. As Lin Moyu approached the forest, it seemed to come alive. Terrifying auras awakened, and colorful poisonous insects began to stir among the dense leaves. On the branches, flat-headed venomous snakes raised their heads, looking at Lin Moyu. These poisonous insects and snakes were hard to detect before they attacked. Cultivators often fell victim to their ambushes, realizing the danger only when the attack was imminent. However, for Lin Moyu, no matter how well they hid, they couldn't escape his undead vision. The rune beasts were evolved from ancient runes, incredibly realistic, seeming both real and illusory. All rune beasts had souls, and whether these souls were real or not didn't matter to Lin Moyu. What mattered was that they existed and could be seen by his undead vision. While searching for the blood-red maple leaves, Lin Moyu had already scanned the area with his undead vision. He knew exactly where the hidden rune beasts were. How could he not know the rules of the maple forest? He had studied so much information, not in vain. His understanding of the maple forest's secret realm far exceeded those who had entered it multiple times just to earn merit points. The space around him fluctuated, and 5 skeletal god generals appeared beside him. The aura of a god surged into the sky. After Lin Moyu reached the 6th rank of the God King, the skeletal god generals had crossed the threshold of minor gods and entered the god realm. Before the rune beasts could attack, the skeletal god generals had already made their move. Sword energy flew through the forest, instantly killing a large number of poisonous insects. Maple trees exploded under the sword energy, sending countless leaves flying into the sky. Hidden among the leaves were many rune beasts, which the skeletal god generals quickly killed with their sharp bone swords. With the undead vision, these rune beasts had nowhere to hide. They were all killed before they could attack. Lin Moyu moved through the forest as if it were uninhabited, easily picking up a blood-red maple leaf. Lei Wenbin was stunned. The expected scene of Lin Moyu being besieged did not occur. His mouth twitched, and his whole body trembled.
What are these things? Puppets? And god-level puppets at that. A god king with 5 god-level skeletons, this is completely unreasonable. The cultivators of the Xuanwu Star domain are skilled in controlling puppets, but there are limits to their levels. How can a god king control god-level puppets? And these puppets are so strong, they seem to be able to see the poisonous insects. With such powerful puppets, ordinary secret realms are no challenge for him.
Lei Wenbin felt a surge of uncontrollable envy and a bit of jealousy. He felt he had discovered Lin Moyu's secret to clearing secret realms.
What top genius! It's all about the puppets. Without the puppets, he's nothing. Those people are blind to think so highly of Lin Moyu.
His perspective changed, mixing envy and jealousy with a hint of disdain. In his view, Lin Moyu himself was not impressive and did not deserve the title of top genius. After entering the maple forest, Lin Moyu no longer paid attention to Lei Wenbin. He had already obtained the 2nd blood-red maple leaf. The skeletal god generals were sweeping through the forest, killing all the hidden rune beasts. There were no fierce beasts in this forest, only small poisonous insects and snakes. Most were hidden behind leaves, on branches, or underground. The underground rune beasts were covered by layers of leaves, usually invisible until they attacked passing cultivators. But now they were all found and killed. In terms of pure combat power, these small rune beasts were not strong. Their danger lay in their concealment and the power of their rules. Against the god-level skeletal generals, they had no resistance. Lin Moyu walked through the forest as if it were his backyard, finding 3 more blood-red maple leaves. One was in a pile of fallen leaves, and the other 2 were on the trees. The trees were cut down by the skeletal generals, killing the rune beasts inside. Lin Moyu looked at the 5 blood-red maple leaves in his hand. Each leaf was as red as blood, seemingly exuding a faint bloody smell. Blood-red maple leaves differed from ordinary ones, with blood-red veins that looked like human blood vessels. The leaves varied in size, with the largest over 1/2 meter in diameter and the smallest only 30 centimeters. But for the human emperor network, they were all treated equally. Lin Moyu opened his soul eye, seeing the essence through the phenomenon, and clearly saw the ancient rune fragments within the blood-red maple leaves. Each leaf contained 0.6 ancient rune fragments, each slightly different. This was what the human emperor network needed, as the fragments provided information related to ancient runes. Though the information was minimal, it accumulated over time. Of course, if someone cleared the secret realm and obtained the final ancient rune piece, that would be ideal. The battle in the maple forest lasted for over 10 minutes, ending with all the rune beasts killed. Lin Moyu obtained 12 blood-red maple leaves, completing his task and earning 2 extra merit points. Lin Moyu glanced at Lei Wenbin, still in the air.
I'm leaving. See you around.
With that, he chose a direction and left. This maple forest was too small, with no fierce beasts. Lin Moyu needed to find a larger maple forest and try to unlock the conditions for entering the 2nd stage. 1683 1683